Welcome to Saturday Morning Discovery. I'm Regina Sanders. Today we're going to do a wonderful multimedia project in honor of the spring that's coming up and in honor of a great artist, Vincent van Gogh. I thought to do a multimedia piece of his 14 sunflowers in a vase. We won't be doing 14, but we'll do as many sunflowers as we can, and I'll show you how to do the vase. And it's multimedia because his was in oil, but we're going to be doing a combination of colored paper, pastels, and that's it, colored paper, pastels, and cutouts. So it'll be fun to do, so let's get started. The items that you will need for this project will be, of course, your pencil, lighter pencil for when we're doing with darker shades of paper. You'll need your eraser. Of course, you'll need your drawing paper. Also, you'll need the pastels if you have them. These are all pastels. If you don't have that, your regular crayons will work just as well. Of course, you need a good pair of scissors. You'll need glue. Also, you'll need a ruler. This is the actual picture of the vase with 14 sunflowers that Van Gogh did. And as you can see, they're all warm colors. And so we're working with a specific amount of colors. So it's going to be that limited palette that we're going to be working with. If you have that, those colors, that would be good. If you don't, we can always sort of circumvent it because this is going to be your unique take on the 14 sunflowers. So the first thing I did was sort of drew out everything the way I wanted it down for the paper. So the base part of it is the yellow construction paper and the green. That was the base at the bottom, as you saw in Van Gogh's piece, and we'll look at it again. So you want to put it down first. I'm going to glue this down right now so you'll see what I'm talking about just a little bit. And you don't need a lot of glue. I'm going to put it down. And now we're going to work with the background setting for this. And the background was sort of light back here. It was yellow in Van Gogh's piece because he likes yellow so much, but we're going to give it a little bit more white. And all I did was take the all pastel and I just went down just to give it another depth on this side. And it's showing the light as it stones in on your piece. So that's what that's about. Put a little bit more white in there just so that that shows up. Now, I'm going to set this aside. The next thing I want to show you how to do is make your vase. If you have a brown paper bag or just brown paper will work. I'm putting it here so that you can see. And I'm making this just up the center. I'm going to make it like 3.5 inches up. Let's do 4. So, and I'm using the white because I don't want the pencil lead to show up on this. That was 3 up and 3 across. Let's make it 4 across, 4 and 4. That would give me enough on either side. And so when I always draw a vase, when I'm looking at it, I know that there are a series of circles in it. And the first one is going to be the opening for the top. And since you can't really see that, I'm going to make this just a little bit smaller than this 4 inches. First, I'm going to do is like a round oblong shape. All right, and then this is the width, and I want that to be a nice oblong shape there. Okay, and then that's going to be the same as this one, so you can just check it out. So it's going to come in. You can almost see the shapes, and then I'm going to connect it. So this is going to go here, this is going to go here, and this is going to go here, and this is going to go here. And there I have my vase. And I haven't made it too big for my sheet. I want it just to be placed in there. So this is my vase. And then from here, I can start coloring it in. It's been colored now and cut out. The size, you know how to draw it now. So now I'm just going to glue it down to my base. And you use your glue, it's just regular Elmer's glue. You don't need a lot. Again, just like we put down the border. And you're going to put it right down center. And it's just the perfect size for this. Now, I have this down. I'm going to put this aside from now because now I want to show you how to make the insides of the sunflower. And it's just a simple thing. So I'm going to put this over here for a minute. And we're going to do these two things. So I'm not going to put down, usually I put down a round bar. You want these kind of be more organic. So you're going to have fun just cutting out shapes. You're going to make some of them big, some of them little. I'm cutting out the middle of the sunflower, and if you really look at sunflowers, and I suggest you do pull them up. We're doing it abstractly. Van Gogh was an impressionistic painter, so we're making our impressionistic sort of sunflower cutout. And so some small, some big. I would suggest you do at least 10 and just get a practice of doing them. And now I'm going to go ahead, and I've got black, so those are the colors you need. You're going to need black. Supposing you want to do something really extreme, you can go into purples and other colors from your, but first time, just do the colors that we have, the black, brown, yellow, green, and your and orange, and your background colors. All right, so now it's the same thing. You're gonna just make a series of little dots. Just take your time and cut around. And for those of you who are really smart, you can just fold it and make a whole bunch of dots. So now once you have your dots done, you can glue them down in the center for your sunflower. Okay, so the centers are glued down. Now to just give it that extra pop, and when you look at nature, you'll see that in the flowers, all of them, there are different colors all inside. And in his painting, you will see that also. So let's try and emulate that. So again, I'm gonna cut out a series of dots, just a little bit bigger. From this green, I'm going to cut some stems out, but first I want to do these dots. Let's put this to the side, this to the side. And you see how this is? All I'm going to do is go around it, give it a little bit of an edge. I'm going to take that edge and I'm going to put it right on top. And that's how I get it to really pop out a little bit more and look more like a flower. So I'm going to just glue this one down. And I'm going to do the same thing here. This one's smaller. Now, another thing I did to make the base of the sunflower is I put this one on top of here, like so. You don't have to do them all, but this is going to help you understand. We'll do the same thing with yellow too, and you can intertwine the two so that they look even more so. So again, I'm going to take a lighter pencil, either the white or a lighter green, and I'm going to go ahead and draw the floral part of this. And I'm just thinking about how leaves are shaped and how sunflowers are shaped. This is the part where you can really have fun with making your sunflower. Think about how the sunflowers really look and what's around them. And usually there is a green base stem. And then I can take this and glue it down. Okay, so I'm going ahead and I'm going to take this other one that I did. I have the green over here. I'm going to cut it out, but I'm going to put this and show you again. I'm going to put it on the yellow. So this is the yellow petal, and it's the same thing that applies. Get a color that works for you and go ahead and make your sunflower petals with those. So, and I'm going to glue this down right in here. And I have an orange one here because there is one orange flower in that vase. And that's just another shade for the sunflower inside. And it'll pop it and make your eye go around, and that's kind of cool. So I'm going to put it right here. So let's go ahead and cut these out. And I'll show you how to make the stems next. Okay, so now we're doing our stems. So I know that one stem, and I'm using a lighter pencil, so one stem went like this and had a bulb at the end. So it's just, again, like an oval, shape, like you're traveling, and it went like this. So that's that bulb. All right, so that's the stem. And I'm going to put it here. I'm going to end it here because it's going to come out. And then another stem is just straight up because the sunflower is going to be right there. So they're really simple. They're not really hard to do. Another is a leaf. A leaf figure is simple as this. Try and think about how a leaf looks and just put it in. If you want to and it helps you, go ahead and put that in. All right, so those are your stems. If you want a crazy kind of stem, like if it's broken, I think there was one that was there. That was one sort of like this. It's the same procedure. It's just making it a half of an inch thick and how you want it to be. Okay, so those are your different stems, and you cut them out and you're going to arrange them how you want to in your vase. So let's do that. Let's start arranging everything in the vase. All right, so this is just arranging how everything's been cut out and placed down. I probably need to make another one yellow for behind here, but this one will go first. If you remember, there was a sunflower right here. So we're going to put it right there. That's the first one. So you want to place everything down at least 2 at a time. That was, remember I showed you how to do this and how to make that swerve. So that one is going to go right here. So those are the first 2. So let's glue those first 2 down. This is more about flower arrangement now. It is your arrangement. You don't have to do what Van Gogh did. I traded around some things so it doesn't look the same, but it still does have the whole concept, and the whole inspiration is still there. So I'm hoping that you'll take time with it and you really feel inspired to just play and to cut and make it your own arrangement. I've colored it all in. You can also add more color at this time. And a real signature piece is to go ahead and put your name right there like Vincent did right in his. I just put my first 3 initials of my name right on the vase, just like he did. So this was a very fun piece. You're going to put it down on your board so that it's thicker, and then you can hang it up. You can also give it as a present. So it's a really neat kind of project to do and be inspired by. So look at some of the still lifes in the library, and then pull it up on the internet of Van Gogh and some other artists, and make your own still life. Make it your own, make it unique, have fun, and I hope to see you again. Bye.